Have you ever landed on a really sharp, professional-looking website and just thought, wow, I could never do that? Well, I'm here to tell you that yes, you absolutely can. And you're not going to have to write a single line of code to do it. So, does this sound familiar? You've got this great idea. Maybe it's a new business, a personal blog, or a portfolio to show off your work. But then you think about actually building the website, and it just feels like hitting a brick wall. And for a lot of us, that wall is the fear of coding. But what if I told you it's not a wall, it's actually a door, and there's a surprisingly simple way to open it and get to the other side? Well, that door is called WordPress, and today we're going to walk through it together and see just how easy this can be. Okay, so first things first. What exactly is WordPress? Let's just think of it as your very first step into creating a home for your ideas on the internet. We're going to break down what that really means. Honestly, it's this simple. WordPress is a system, a tool that lets you build, design, and run a complete website, all without ever having to become a programmer. It literally puts the power to build right into your hands. And you know, this isn't some tiny, obscure tool. Get this, an incredible 43% of all websites on the internet are powered by WordPress. Just think about that for a second. From small personal blogs to huge, massive news organizations, almost half the web is built on this one thing. And the reason is simple. It's built for people, by people. It's trusted, it's reliable, and it just works. All right, now that you're getting the idea, you're about to face your first and probably most important choice. Think of it like a fork in the road. And understanding the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org is absolutely crucial to starting off on the right foot. To make this super clear, let's use an analogy. Think of WordPress.com as being like renting a fully furnished apartment. It's fast, it's easy, and it's totally ready to move into. But, you can't exactly start knocking down walls. On the other hand, WordPress.org is like buying a plot of land. You have to build the house yourself, but you get to design it exactly the way you want, right from the foundation up. So let's break that down a little more. With WordPress.com, our apartment, it's just incredibly easy. Everything is taken care of for you. The downside, your ability to customize is a bit limited. But with WordPress.org, our plot of land, you get total absolute freedom. The software itself is free, but you will have to pay a small monthly fee for something called hosting, which is basically just renting your own little spot on the internet for your site to live. And the trade-off here is that you're in charge of all the maintenance. So it really boils down to this. What do you value more, ease or control? So just take a second and ask yourself, what does my project need right now? Do I need to get online as fast and as easy as possible, like renting that apartment? Or do I need the total freedom to build something completely unique, like designing my own house from scratch? There's no wrong answer here, just what's right for you. Okay, so once you've made your choice, you're going to land on something called the WordPress dashboard. Now, I know that word dashboard can sound a little technical or scary, but forget everything you think it means. This is not some complex control panel for coders. It's your creative command center. And it was designed for you. Think of it just like this. When you get into a car, you don't need to be a mechanic to drive it, right? You use the steering wheel, the pedals, the radio. Everything is designed for the driver. The WordPress dashboard is your steering wheel. It gives you all the controls you need right where you need them without you ever having to worry about what's going on under the hood. In fact, when you log in for the first time, you really only need to pay attention to three main areas. First is posts. That's where you'll write things like blog articles or company updates. Second, you have pages. These are for your permanent content, like your About Us or contact page. And third, you have appearance. Now, this is the fun part. This is where you get to change the entire look and feel of your website with just a few clicks. So we've gone over the what and the how, but let's bring this all back to you. Why does any of this actually matter for a small business owner or freelancer or just anyone trying to build something online? What's the real advantage here? The real advantage is that it just completely breaks down the barriers that stop most people from getting online. It saves you time that you probably don't have. It saves you a ton of money you would have spent on a developer. But I think most importantly, it gives you control. Need to change a photo or post a quick update? You can do it in minutes, right then and there, without having to call or wait for someone else. It puts a professional website directly in your hands. So look at that. In just these few minutes, you've actually picked up the core knowledge you need. You get what WordPress is, you know the critical difference between the two versions, and you know that the dashboard is a tool made for you, not for a programmer. You are officially ready to make the right first choice. So the only real question left is this. Which path are you going to choose? Are you going to rent that at-easy, move-in ready apartment to get your idea online super fast? Or are you going to buy that plot of land to build your digital dream home from the ground up? What's going to be the first step you take to build your new website?